Okay, so I'm seriously back now for real because I was like, I'm so good for telling part of a story and then forgetting to say the rest. So same day as the other video, maybe I'll put part one on that one and put part two on this one. I started a story and did not finish it. So I'm so good for that. Anyway, the what I was aiming to tell you before I did like this and showed you the garden and all, or a little bit of it, um, I was saying that I wanted to do a vacation like what we did this year, next year, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it because as a homeschool family, we're accustomed to having places to ourselves, and we tend to go on vacations like at off season times, and I love it. Like, we've gone to well, when was that we went to the Bahamas? It was awful. I never want to go there again. No, and no, nothing against Bahamas. It was just too hot, and I was pregnant. It was, yeah, because we went in May. That was, no, it was June. Oh my God. I thought I just like climbed on into the oven. Just like, yes, enter hell. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. So anyway, um I uh like to go, like, we love like go February when it's like snowstorm after snowstorm here. It's like bye, because we're in Jersey, and so I prefer to do that. And I don't think we'll be able to do that this year or next year because my oldest and I, through the Back to Eden, we're a part of a little group, and the Back to Eden gardening group, and through them they told us about the like local master gardeners programs that you can like that are like everywhere. And so I had it, in the back of my mind, but then I like the way things work with me is like the Lord will bring something along my path, and I'm like, it's like I earmark it, and then when it comes back up again a second and a third time and a fourth time, and then I'm like, okay, let me pay attention, so that's what happened with this whole master gardeners thing. And so in a nutshell, my oldest and I went yesterday, I believe it was, and we applied for our master gardeners program for our county, and we'll hear back from them. I never Okay, so the way it works is that they you apply, and then you're considered for the program. It's not automatic. They take, I think, 25 people or something like that. I never enter anything that I want to do believing that I'm not gonna get it. So as far as I'm concerned, we're as good as in. But I'm like, dang, the program is such that you don't pay for the education, but you get my watch is telling me to move. It's like move, and I'm like, you move. But anyway, so my see, now what was I saying? Anyway, okay, I know I was talking about the Master Gardeners program, but I know it's such that you it's like every week you go to the class for a few hours once a week, and it's October through May, and I'm like, I got commitment issues, because I like to skip town. I like to just run off whenever, and I'm free to do that because we homeschool, and I wouldn't be able to do that. The February trip for a month and a half, 2 months is gonna be out if I'm, doing this class. But it's like a catch-22 kind of thing, because I want to do the class. First of all, I want the education. I want to volunteer, because in like you do the classes, and you agree to do, I believe it's 60 hours of volunteer service with the Master Gardener program. They have a lot of different things that you could do to volunteer. And You have 12 to 18 months to volunteer to 60 hours. That's like nothing. And I'm like, I love volunteering anyway, so this is all like right up my alley. And I just want to do it. My oldest is all into it too. So we we had somebody kind of seal the deal for us. We went to an event last Saturday on my other girl's birthday, and they had some master gardeners there, and they were talking their program up, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to look into this for real. So we're gonna do it, but that's gonna mean that we would have to, if we do decide to do our vacation, we probably won't be able to do like what we're accustomed to. And the sad thing about it is that we would either have to do our vacation during some kind of break, if they have breaks, or like after May, and that sounds stupid, so I don't know. Maybe we'll go to Maine or something. I don't know. Go somewhere where it's not gonna be like hella hot and all. But we'll figure it out. But because we wouldn't be able to go to next year either, the next 2 years, because I had an interesting situation happen where I went to my water cooler to get some water. I wasn't thinking about anything in particular, but the way me and my God, the way our relationship is set up, he said to me, he put in my mind this school nearby that is a vocational technical school, and they have all these different programs in all these different areas. Like they have cosmetology, they have like cooking, building, like architecture kind of stuff, all kinds of things. And so he put the school, like just dropped the school in my head. I don't think about no schools, y'all. I could do a post on some school stuff and tell you what I feel. So I don't do school, so I know that was God, right? So anyway, he popped the school in my head, and then my middle daughter. And I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And so I went online and I looked at the school, and I was like, she might be actually interested in like some of these programs, because the girl does a lot of different things. Like she just does a lot. Like she cooks, but she says she doesn't like to cook. But this girl, she's funny. She says, she's like, I don't really like cooking. And then she's, I want some funnel cake. Let me go and make me a funnel cake. Anybody else want some? Who makes funnel cakes, like, from scratch? And or she makes, oh my God, her strawberry daiquiri, of course virgin, but it is so good. She takes I don't even know, all I know is that I buy a big bag of organic frozen strawberries, and girlfriend goes to town. Okay, it's so good. But anyway, she cooks, she does art, she draws, and very well too. And she makes things. She makes a lot of things. Like she, you know how you buy things and they come in boxes. She has taken 2 different boxes on 2 different occasions. And one time she made an ATM machine that actually worked. Like you could literally like stick a card in a mechanism and then money would come out. It was weird. I don't know how the heck she did that, but she did an ATM machine and she did a vending machine too. And she actually had stuff in the vending machine, like snacks and stuff. I'm like, what the heck? She is the one that makes everything. And she like I'm leaned up, well, I'm not leaning on it, but behind me is my what is this? You would think English isn't my first language. Sometimes I can't think of what words I'm trying to say. What is this? Grill. I got a gas grill behind me, and she put it together, and she just loves stuff like that. We bought her own tool set. She loves building. She loves creating things, and so she's just kind of all over the place. And I was like, wow, there might be something at this school that she might be interested in actually. And so I talked to her about it, and I say, okay, so listen, I call her little Abba. So I'm like, look, Abba, told me about this, this school. And I mean, of course, no pressure, I am tripping about no school. So, but I want you to look at this and see if there's something that may be of interest to you. And so she was looking, she was like, oh yeah, this actually does look kind of cool. They got a lot of stuff. And so it ended up that a few days after he told me about the school, they had an open house, and it was geared towards people in her age range, and or her age period. And so we went, and it was really nice. What she wants to do in the end, she liked the graphic design program, and she loved the teacher. She even got to go 2 days and see what it was like, and she's really excited and she wants to go. And so what she'll do though is she'll enroll in their shared time program, because she'll just go for a few hours each day and be in their graphic design program. But as far as the academics and all that, we don't need them for all that. No, thank you. So she'll just go for that. And so in the process of, I went to the superintendent's office yesterday to talk to them. And of course they had to call the state, because they're like, ooh, I don't know what to do for this. Because I'm like, I need to register her, but she will not be attending school. And she will only be going to that school for the shared time program. I just need her to be in the books, so to speak, so that the city will pay for it. That's all, because it's a public school, and we pay taxes, so hello, so I'm like, and the lady, it's funny because people have a way of, when they don't know, they still have a way of telling you their opinion as if it is this way. And I'm like, so she was like, she said, oh, so okay, you she was like, yeah, I don't know, I've never seen this before, I don't think it can be done. I said, well, yeah, it can, because the graphic design teacher actually said one of her best students was a homeschool student. He graduated and he's in college now, and he went through their program. He was a shared time student at that school, so it can be done. And also, we just need to figure this out. And so she called the state, and she called me back, and first she told me, she said, okay, so what's gonna happen is, you'll just register her, and then maybe, register her like in May, and she'll just go to school in May and in June, and they'll do the placement test, and and she'll go to school for those 2 months. That way she's just in the books, and then in September she'll go to that shared time program just for that particular program. And I was like, no, that's not how this is gonna go. We're just gonna have her in the books, and in September she'll go to that school, because like there's no need for all this other extra. No, thank you, And so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna call the state and see what they say. And so we gonna figure it all out. We gonna get it together. But I wanted to get on it now, because she would be going, this is 2018, so she would be going September 2019. So plenty of time for them to do. And I'm like, no running around and like this one sending me to that one, and that one like, no, go back to this one go over there, and this one go. Anybody got time for all that? Just like put the child on the books, and so that's what we're dealing with now. And with her going, she would be going to school like 12:50 to 3 every day or something like that. So I had a little bug on me or something. But anyway, we would be doing that, and that would mean too we kind of be stuck. I don't know how y'all live this life. I can't. I don't like that. I don't like. Ugh. But anyway, so we wouldn't be able to just come and go as we pleased, because then I would be pulling her out of school. So I know that it's like a commitment for all of us. And so with that, I was looking forward to being able to go next year and run amok like we are accustomed to. But now that we're considering this Master Gardeners program, that, you know, might not happen. So, you know, we'll make do. But yeah, that was what I wanted to tell you in the first video, and I failed to get back to that. So I just wanted to do that, and that's it for now. I will do another video sometime soon. I have one of my I don't know if she's subscribed, or, you know, I don't know. I think it's Keisha. I don't know how I be remembering names off the bat like that sometimes. But anyway, and hi Jennifer. If Jennifer and her dad is on here. But anyway, she was telling me that she wanted to see some of the stuff that I make. But I don't remember what it was. But I'm happy to do that. Like, show you how I make different things. Because I make, like, I don't even know all the stuff to do my hair. Like, I made my my shampoo, my my lock gel, and I made a little, like, my daily spritzer kind of thing with, like, rose oil and all this, and then my herbal oil. So I just make all kinds of stuff, and I'm happy to show, you know, whatever. But all right, so I'm gonna go, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.